Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome inside Hillsboro High School here for HCV Volleyball hosting the Grafton Spoilers tonight as we are here for the regular season finale of Region 2 Volleyball for these two teams tonight. Grafton, currently the 3 seed, hunting for the 2 and a potential tiebreaker that we'll get to in a bit. And HCV still trying to figure out who their first round match is going to be once we get to the Region 2 Volleyball tournament on November 10th from Mayville State. Welcome inside here. Josh Boyka with you here on the call as we flip the calendar over to November, which means postseason fall sports are here. We've already got cross country in the books. We've already got postseason football underway, and it's time for volleyball to follow in suit here. It's a good time of the year. Got a lot of fun things going on. Your Live Event is the place to catch a lot of it. We're going to have Region 2 volleyball coverage for you from Mayville State for video coverage, and then Region 1 we will have the audio-only coverage from Valley City. Welcome aboard as this is the Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to irieins.com to get a free quote. When we return, we will set up our Region 2 standings for you and get to the implications of the game for both of these teams, and even some collateral that could determine some of the regular season standings conclusions at the end of the night. So we'll be keeping track of our out-of-town scoreboard as well. Thanks for joining us on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll be back shortly.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Welcome back, our Irie Insurance pregame show. Josh Boyka with you here from Hillsboro for Spoilers versus Burros to conclude the regular season for both of these teams. And let's take a look at where they sit in the standings right now. On top, it's Carrington at 7-0, Mayport at 6-2, Grafton at 5-3, but that could shift here tonight. The Grafton Spoilers with a win would improve to 6-3, and the 1 and 2 seeds, Carrington and Mayport, play each other. If Carrington, who is undefeated in region play, continues that streak and they finish out 8-0, that would knock the Mayport CG Patriots down to 6-3. And then we get into the crazy tiebreaker scenario, because then it goes to the head-to-head between Grafton and Mayport CG. They've played each other twice in the regular season this year. So they split, and both games went to 5 sets. And then that's where it gets a little bit murky, at least from my understanding of what happens next. If it's total points over those entire 10 sets, they're also still tied at 214 points scored through those 10 sets. If it's for just a single one of the games, I don't know what the tiebreaker is at that point. It doesn't often get this far to where we're going to the 4th tiebreaker to decide who gets second, who gets third. The implications, whoever gets the 2 seed between Mayport CG and Grafton will face these Hillsboro Central Valley boroughs in the first round at Mayville State on November 10th. Whoever gets the 3 seed will end up with Devil's Lake, who is 2-7 in the region. So it's a difference of opponent who you're going to end up getting, but both Grafton and Mayport CG want to fight for that 2 seed regardless of who they end up facing. They want to win tonight. Mayport wants to deal that first blow to Carrington tonight, as they have not lost yet within the region. Mayport's one of the hottest teams around right now, as they've surged up to 2nd place and looking for more. And then Grafton, who has overtaken Thompson for 3rd place right now, would also like a shot at that 2nd seed. Always want to win against those region opponents in the regular season, just like we have here tonight. So that's kind of what's at stake here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, getting you those Region 2 standings. When we come back, we will hear from our coaches here, brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank around the break. Thanks for joining us here as we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits, including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out BearsHomeSolutions.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton with receiving stations in Garski, Grafton, Larimore, Sharon, Devils Lake, Lincoln, Wilton, and East Grand Forks. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or call 701-847-2622.
Being a good sport is the best way to learn from the activity you are involved in. Whether you are winning or losing the game, you can walk away with a positive experience if you show your integrity and respect and learn from the other team. Hi, my name is Addison, and I'm a student in the Central Valley School District. I've learned so much from competing in basketball, and a lot of what I've learned is by observing the other teams and taking positive influence from some of their greats in sportsmanship. I hope to continue to display this at the Central Valley School to also be an example. This message is from the Central.
I'm here with Katie Stabler on our Irie Insurance pregame show, and let's talk about the seniors on this roster as we're honoring them here tonight. Final match of the regular season. So what do they bring to this squad?
You know, they bring great leadership. This group has really got their underclassmen going. They've been leading by example. You know, things weren't going their way a majority of the time, but they got better every single day, and so it was great, and they pushed their underclassmen to do their best, and they're a fantastic 8. We'll say 6 players, 2 stats. We're going to miss them, but hey, it's not over yet. We get one last regular season game, and then tournaments coming up right around the corner.
Absolutely. And then tonight you've got Grafton coming in here, and it's a chance to just tune up a little bit. What do you want to see on the floor before you get to that tournament time?
Yeah, you know, it's great ending the regular season against a very good region team. Get that opportunity to get a win. You know, before we go into tournaments, we got to get momentum, but we've got to do the little things. And the main thing is, we always talk defense. Our defense has to be on. We have to be aggressive in the front row, but we have to want it more. We have to get that mindset of being out there the entire time. We look good at times, and then there's other times you're like, oh my gosh, where did the team go? And so we're trying to make that a whole match. Sometimes it's showing up whole sets, sometimes it's showing up part of the set. Tonight our goal is to get it the whole time, and so that can carry over into tournament time. Absolutely. And then on the Grafton side, what do they pose for characteristics that they have on their side that you got to counter tonight? Yeah, they're scrappy defensive team. They keep the ball alive all the time. So we got to try to find move our ball around offensively to help us out. They also had a really aggressive front row. We were missing Peyton Olsen last time we played them. It'll be nice to have her block up in that front row again, but we've got to be ready, have ourselves in the right position defensively, and then play the ball aggressively on our side so that maybe they do struggle, to get those aggressive hits as well. All right. Best of luck out there tonight, Coach. Thanks for joining us. Yes, thank you. That's Katie Stabler joining us on the Your Live Event Irie Insurance pregame show.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The City of Hillsboro encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsboro for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Welcome here on the Irie Insurance pregame show. As I've got Nicole Warren with me, and we're entering the final match of the regular season here with some close standings in effect right now. So take me through what this game could mean to you guys, just for who you could end up facing in postseason, and then just a tune-up for later.
taking all of our region opponents very seriously, just because, you know, any night anybody can go out and take it to 5 sets. So just making sure you know, you're respecting your opponent tonight and getting after our game plan and executing it to the best of their ability tonight. And, you know, like you said, our region is very, even with some like Devil's Lake and Harvey too, we have a lot of, you got to come to play every night, no matter who it is. So, yeah, this game means a lot.
Yeah. And what does HCV do well that you guys are going to try to counteract here tonight?
They do a really good job of staying close with teams, and whether it's just not making errors in the middle of sets or coming back with firepower towards the end of a set. So making sure that we're putting balls away, especially at the end of a set, and finishing. It's the biggest thing for us. All right. Best of luck out there tonight. And big meeting on the court for the last few matches here, last few sets. Best of luck. Thank you so much.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent in Hillsboro.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
A thank you to Dakota Heritage Bank for sponsoring our pre- and post-game interviews here tonight. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. That's dhb.bank. And this is just wrapping up here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all, from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IRIEINS.com to get a free quote. As we get ready to get our first serve here, just in a couple minutes, we'll get National Anthem in the books, then get to our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups in just a moment, as we're getting near the first serve time here of 7:15 projected. From Hillsboro, it's time to get to a little bit more information about these two teams as they enter their final regular season match. The Grafton Spoilers sit at 17-13 overall, 5-3 on the season, third in Region 2. Again, fighting for that tiebreaker scenario with Mayport CG if Carrington's able to knock off the Patriots here tonight, and the Grafton Spoilers victory. Lots of upperclassmen on this team, just one player on the roster that is not a junior or senior for this Spoilers squad, and they're playing their best ball at the right time. I was talking with Nicole Warren earlier today, just talking about how this team is playing good. They're on a 4-game win streak at the right time, heading into the region tournament, trying to make it 5 in a row here tonight. They were able to beat HCV 3-0 at home just a couple weeks ago on October the 23rd. And their last loss on the year was to the Mayport CG Patriots in 5 sets. So a very feisty Grafton Spoilers squad. There's really a really solid top 4 with Carrington, Mayport CG, Grafton, and Thompson in Region 2. So a very impressive region, top to bottom. Then Hillsboro Central Valley's 8-18, 1-9 in Region 2 this year. They picked up victories versus Kindred and Hatton Northwood recently, so not technically region wins, but still count towards that overall win total, pushing them to 8 wins on the year. Recently, losses to Grafton and Thompson for Katie Stabler's squad. And we'll turn it over to the national anthem before we get to our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups after this.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
I was visiting with Ben at the Hillsboro Body Shop, and we discussed, well, a lot of things. And then we were discussing, when do you think about the body shop? Most times it's after your vehicle gets damaged from an accident, hitting a deer, hailstorms, scratches, dents, windshield cracks. Ben says, beep. I say, when you need the repairs to your vehicle as you're thinking of the Hillsboro Body Shop, call Ben. 701-636-4981.
Welcome back here on your live event. This is the starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. And it's time to introduce those lineups to you. First for the Grafton Spoilers. First, a junior setter, number 2, Julia Height. Ellie Schumacher, a middle hitter, senior, number 5. Alexis Tompkins, a senior middle, number 15. Sophomore, the only underclassman on the roster, number 17, Anna Bjornby. Then Emma LeClaire, defensive specialist, and Jocelyn DeGeldre, a senior outside hitter. Then top to bottom here for the HCV squad, Aaliyah Jelmstad plays the libero spot. Chloe Tice wears number 2, a sophomore setter. Kenna Culp, an opposite, number 3, is a senior. Avery Merck, senior middle hitter. Abigail Anderson, junior outside hitter. Malia Brills, junior outside hitter. Kira Kazed, defensive specialist sophomore. Casey Hong, a senior outside hitter. Emerson Ahrens, a middle hitter, senior, number 9. Chloe Ackerman, defensive specialist, freshman, wears 10. Paige Cotton, a senior in the middle. Kate Spokley, junior on the outside. Tenley Dickoff, a freshman middle hitter. Peyton Olson, junior opposite. And Elisa Jenon, a setter and a senior. Katie Stabler, head coach of the Hillsboro Central Valley Boroughs, as we saw them just last week against Hatton Northwood in Buxton. They get that win against the Division B opponent. Now going back to Region 2 to take on the Spoilers in the regular season finale. On the floor first for Hillsboro Central Valley in that back row right away. The libero, Aaliyah Jelmstad, will check in for Paige Cotton. Anderson, Brill, and Jenin in the back row. You got Peyton Olson and Emerson Ahrens in the front. Grafton will serve first. And away we go. A deep serve to Jelmstad, and we are underway. Big hit from Brill is going to sail, but it was touched at the net. So HCV will claim the first lead of the night with a kill from Malia Brill. Jump serve coming from Brill, sinking, it's an overpass. Peyton Olson the first touch. Now here comes a rollout, and it's going to go off the net and out of bounds. 2-0 HCV start. Grafton appealing for a tip at the net. The line judge did not see one. No, there is. There was enough evidence to overturn that, as it was hit first into the net and then glanced off of a Burroughs front row hand, and will overturn it to a Grafton point. And right away, that one gets down. That's Julia Height with the ace for the Spoilers, taking their first lead on the Golden Harvest. Tim Kazed seed sales scoreboard. Abigail Anderson will get her first kill of the night. Good set to her. Was shading towards the middle that time, as Anderson does typically play the outside. Olson and Jelmstad will check out, which allows Avery Merck into the game for this serve. It is Ellie Schumacher, the senior for Grafton, who's able to push that one through at the net, picks up the kill. No spin on this serve as it goes all the way towards Brill in the back. And Ahrens was unable to punch that one through. Another Grafton point decided at net front. There is Jenin and company at the net, and a tip over will get HCV one closer. Set up at the net, big swing, and down it goes for May Thompson. Checking into the game off the bench, the junior. Able to slice that one down. May Thompson extends the lead for Grafton. This one off of the hands of Brill, and it'll go to the back. It's an ace. Seen aces from Height and Schumacher to this point for Grafton. To the middle, Cotton, but it's altered at the net, then dug out. It's another swing from Thompson. This one blasted into the net by Cheyenne Blackcloud, and it caught a little bit of the antenna, so it's going to be HCV points. This one will sail just a little bit long on the Abigail Anderson serve as we broadcast to you high above the Farmers Union Insurance broadcast booth here in Hillsboro. Contact Ryan Opdahl of Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro for home, auto, business, life, and farm insurance. Visit the agency in downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. HCV, a hitting error, will send this one out the backside, and that's what the Burros are going to have to try to limit here tonight. And left-handed swing will send this one over and to the back. I believe that was Alexis Tompkins for Grafton. This one will go out the back. Service error will create side out, and we'll have some players rotating back in. Casey Hong will be the server now for the Burros. Peyton Olson has checked in the middle. Good swing from the outside. Didn't look like Grafton had much cooking there, but Black Cloud was able to adjust to it on the left side and get it to drop. Black Cloud services left. Both teams still trying to find their rhythm and feel this first set out. A few too many hitting mistakes for the liking of both coaches. There's a good pass up to the center height. Nice dig from Anderson. Will lob this one over. Free ball coming. Here's Height setting middle. Another dig from Anderson on the hit from Tompkins. And that's 4 touches for the Burros. One of the better points we've seen so far. Miss serve. That's LeClaire in the game for Grafton, a senior defensive specialist. 11-7 Grafton now. Brill with a service error. Both these teams still struggling to find the mark from the service line. This one lined over by Anderson. Here's Height with the set, and a nice quick transition game over to Ellie Schumacher for her second kill of the set to pair along with an ace. I'll swing it back over to Julia Height now to serve. There's an ace off a diving attempt, and Height picks up her second ace of the first set. 14-7, Grafton doubling up HCV on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazed seat sale scoreboard. There's another good look to the outside. Mae Thompson able to cash it in, and timeout called by Katie Stabler. 15-7, Grafton on top.
Hillsboro Campground and Laundry is conveniently located right off I-29 exit 104, offering spacious pull-through sites large enough to accommodate Class A rigs with tow cars. Laundry services open 24/7, serving both our campground guests and local community. And for extra flexibility, furnished rentals are available up to 3 bedrooms, perfect for overflow guests or housing your harvest crew. Whether you're here for a night or a season, Hillsboro Campground has you covered.
Welcome back here to Hillsboro with Grafton on top, 15-7 in set number 1. This timeout brought to you by Brad Richter of Nodak Insurance. Just to my right, actually, right now, Brad Richter sponsoring the timeouts here at HCV for all your insurance questions. See Trail County's agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. We'll see what answers HCV can come up with after calling their first timeout of the night, as they find themselves down 8 in the first set, but they rally back to get this point here. Jelmstead serves to the middle. Height has to chase this one down. Thompson gets a lot of the net to slow it down. Caught HCV off guard. Third touch was from Jelmstead. It's lined into the net. The serve, a little bit of a miss hit off the hand, but it only was just off the line out. But it is, in fact, a service error. Set middle, nice dig in the back from Tice. And then Anderson rockets one through. That's back-to-back points for the Burros. And it all started with Chloe Tice, the sophomore, who gets the service opportunity now. Short serve, that's a great one. Dropped it in front in the perfect spot. Just in front of Cheyenne. Black Cloud was the nearest spoiler in the area, but that's now 3 straight for HCV, and it's an ace for Tice, who is responsible for those last couple of points. Played a big part. Blocked away by Anderson. That's 4 straight as it lands on the line. It was a good look for Grafton, but Abigail Anderson steps in front and says, That one will work for Black Cloud, though, to stop the bleeding off the 4-0 run. Grafton able to rally. Black Cloud gets her second kill. Serve is a good one, sending the libero Jelmstad to the ground. This one's dug out now by Layla Miller. That one was tipped on the way out, so Grafton will get back-to-back points, 18-12. Cotton an opportunity at the net, but it was altered by Tompkins in the middle. This one sliced out by Black Cloud. Both these teams starting to get the feel of the game. There's still some hitting errors, but the looks are cleaner. The passing is a little bit better. Height, a good set to the middle for Black Cloud. Julia Height's been doing good work at that setter position for the Spoilers, as this is a sinking liner that's going to work. Just one ace for HCV, but Grafton continues to pour it on with their 4th ace of the set. Another timeout called by HCV. We'll be right back.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
This time again brought to you by Brad Richter, Nodak Insurance Company of Hillsboro, Trail County's agent with answers. As we're back now for the conclusion of set number 1. There's another early serve getting down. Here's Bjornby serving again. And Paige Cotton elevates from the middle, using that naturally gifted athleticism to get up a little bit higher than everyone else and finds the right spot. Paige Cotton gets that kill, but HCV still finds themselves down 7 points. Set to the far side, and Black Cloud rockets one into the HCV bench. She's got some power, but it's been mixed results on the control so far. It does have 3 kills, with a couple of hitting errors to go with it, so a balanced effort. There's another one for Black Cloud, and this one will work. You like that hitting percentage right there. She's been able to lead the way in kills for the Spoilers, and they find themselves just 3 points away from a set number 1 victory on the road. Jumstad with an overpass, batted down at the net by Jocelyn DeGelder, and DeGelder picks up the kill. That serve is going to come up short on the jump serve effort from Cheyenne Blackcloud. Here's Jenin from the back right corner to serve for HCV. Put it in a good spot. It'll send Height back beyond the 10-foot line. And DeGelder is able to cash it in, though, still. Jocelyn DeGelder with a good stint since returning to the floor. This one chases Jenin back. Here's Aarons, and it's going to be wide for the conclusion of set number 1. Grafton will take the 25-16 first set victory on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazed Seed Sales scoreboard. We'll take a break and come back with our set recap brought to you by Ryan Opdahl's Farmers Union Insurance.
Keep yourself healthy as we head back to school and into the autumn season. Hillsboro Drug and Gift is your locally owned full-service pharmacy with prescription and over-the-counter medications, cough and cold medications, and more. And don't forget, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. Hillsboro Drug also offers free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. There's always something new at Hillsboro Drug with a great selection of seasonal items, gifts, and cards for all occasions. They're always happy to help you, and they thank you for your business at Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
Welcome back here to our Farmers Union Insurance Line Opdahl Agency set recap, a 25-16 first set win for Grafton, as Dave Nelson on the PA recognizing the cross-country teams for HCV. The boys team, a 5th place finish at state in Jamestown a little over a week ago, and Nico Zink came home a top 20 runner in the state, so he's all-state runner for the HCV guys. And for the girls, they are your state champions in girls Class B cross country. Claire Grindy, by about a minute, is your state champion over teammate Caroline Anderson. And they also had a 3rd runner in the 7th spot at state. So 3 boroughs in the top 7, all in junior high. And they end up scoring a total of 61 points, as did Bowman County. But the tiebreaker goes to the boroughs, winning out in the tiebreaker to be state cross-country champions. And the individual champion is Claire Grindy, with runner-up Caroline Anderson. Just a dominant team that they were this season. That first set, Cheyenne Blackcloud leads the way with 4 kills. A couple for Ellie Schumacher, dropped in an ace. 2 aces for Julia Height and Anna Bjornby. A couple of kills at the end for Jocelyn DeGelder, 1 from Alexis Tompkins. Then pretty limited offense over on the HCV side to speak of at first. But Anderson, Brill, and Cotton have all registered a kill. Chloe Tice has an ace, the lone one for the Burrows in the first set. As we're back now for set number 2. And the serve up from Jenin. Jumstead lobs this one over, but it's a little bit out. Grafton got out to a quick start. They were up 8-4 and did not look back. Able to stretch that lead out over the remainder of the first set. Jumstead, the pass up towards Casey Hong, who moved it along. That one punched through for Grafton, 2-0. Here's Jenin sitting outside for Aaron's and ends up out of play. This one rocketed to the back and out of play. And that is a much needed point for the Burros after going down 3-0. Here is Brill. Stepping back was Jocelyn DeGelder to adjust, but was unable to keep that one alive. Back-to-back points for the Burros. Here's Brill again. Running jump serve into the net. Nice serve from Height. She'll get over to this one, then DeGelder. Able to find the right spot. The HCV floor defensively just a little bit too open. Not enough glances at the net, not enough blocks. And a little bit of an overpass, but Aaron's kind of put a play fake on at the net as Schumacher had trouble reading who was going to touch or not touch that one. It falls onto the Grafton side. There's an ace after that one gets chased over into the scorer's table. Jelmstad with a serve to the corner. Running up is Thompson. That one leads Abigail Anderson into the net too far. 6-4 Grafton. Layla Miller, a senior defensive specialist, gearing up to serve from the standing position. Jenin goes middle for Cotton, but it was blocked away. This one sliced across, and the point for Emerson Aarons. Chloe Tice with the lone ace for the Burros to this point. All right, in the first set, she had the lone one. This one will go out. It's been good stints for Tice to begin this game. They've been a plus when she's on the floor. Blocked away at the net by Cotton, but it's out of play. Diving effort by Culp, but it comes up empty. Burrows unable to track it down. Good hustle, good fight from both sides on that volley. Serve, and that one goes out of play. Anderson with the serve. Tice tried to dig it out, but too much on that one from Mae Thompson for Grafton 9-7. Cotton in the middle, able to drop that one in front of Emma LeClaire. It's been a good showing from Cotton to this point. When she's gotten the feeds in the right spot, she's been able to do something with it. A couple of kills for her. Much closer start to this set. It was already 8-4 in the early going for Grafton in set number 1. There's an ace to knot it up. Casey Hong comes in, picks up the ace. The senior outside hitter for the Burros. Alexis Tompkins with a big-time swing, able to put that one between a couple defenders on the back line, re-secures the lead for the Spoilers. Batted to the backside of the HCV defense. Anderson handles and Brill puts an end to it. The serve comes up a little bit long for Jenin. Trying to target that back line a lot for the Burros tonight, but they've missed a few of them. This one just out. We've seen quite a few of those. Both these teams have really been trying to pin the opponent to the back line, but it's playing a fine game. If you're off a little bit, could end up in an unforced error and a point. There's an ace for Malia Brill. A block at the net by Aarons, but Hillsboro unable to recover. Gotta respect the hustle, though, from that HCV front row on that occasion. Close set, 12-12, halfway through it. Jumpstead with a little bit of an overpass, but a great stab at the net to continue this point on, and Peyton Olson able to put an end to it. HCV has taken a lead here in the second, putting up good fight. Jousting battle at the net, and Cotton just unable to push that one over. HCV briefly holds the lead, but then Grafton comes back to tie it at 13. DeGelder with the serve to Brill. Anderson with the hard push, and then DeGelder from the back row. It's a good swing. DeGelder just a little bit short, and it springs back onto the Grafton side. $14 apiece for Chloe Tice at the service line, with Brill And Jumstad just in front of her. Black Cloud back into the game and back into the scoring column. Continues to pace the way when she's on that left side. She's been doing damage. .50-50 at the net. Anderson wins it, but the point's still alive. Black Cloud tried to put an end to it, but a nice save by Tice to keep this one extended. That time, May Thompson drops one on the back right side. There's a few players that have just been on from the start tonight, it seemed. Thompson, Black Cloud, and DeGilder, each with at least 4 kills. Serve is short. Schumacher now checks out. One tipped into the net, and we are back tied now at 16 apiece. HCV putting up a much better fight. 16 is where they topped out in set 1. Here's Jumstad to the rescue. Here's Brill now, but it's in the net. No timeouts taken by either side in a second set that's been pretty close. No need to try to get a shift in momentum. And this time, Brill a little bit long. From the back row, pursuing that one was Anderson. Black Cloud out the backside, looking for a tip, and it's granted by the line judge on the Grafton side. They now extend their lead to 19-16. Timeout called by Hillsboro Central Valley. So there is our first Brad Richter Nodak Insurance Company timeout of the second set. Grafton by 3 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Imagine your life in Hillsboro, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsboro, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsboro has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsboro, where small-town living means big opportunities.
Grafton on a 3-0 run on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazed Seed Sales scoreboard to force the first timeout of the second set. It's been a back and forth joust of a battle. The Grafton Spoilers trying to go up 2-0 on the road, while they're hoping for a little bit of help from the Carrington Cardinals tonight. The Cardinals are playing the Mayport CG Patriots. A Patriots loss and a Grafton win would even them in the standings, force it into a tiebreaker scenario, which in our pregame show we discussed kind of how crazy that tiebreaker scenario is, with being tied in the head-to-head at 1 apiece. Grafton and Mayport CG are then within those 2 matches. They both went 5 sets. And within those 10 sets played, they both scored the exact number of points as each other at 214 points for each team through those 10 sets against each other. It's about as even gets. So we'll see what the tiebreaker ends up favoring if it gets to that point. HCV if they can come back tonight, would put an end to any of the tiebreaker discussion. An HCV win would guarantee the Bayport CG Patriots get the 2 seed, and that would be the opponent for the Burros in the first round, is whoever gets that 2 seed is going to either be Grafton or the Patriots. DeGilder pops one over. (21-18). Another timeout called here by HCV. We'll be right back.
At Hillsboro Public School, endurance isn't just for the cross-country team. It is a word that we all practice, whether it's sticking with a math problem until it clicks, practicing reading until a student becomes proficient, or simply showing up ready to learn each day. Students and staff know that endurance builds winners, in the classroom, in competition, and in life. You can find out more about our school at hillsborok12.com.
Grafton still with a 3-point lead after the second timeout as well. One was called at 19-16. Both teams score a pair, 21-18 on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazed seed sale scoreboard. Lobbed over by Olsen. Height. DeGilder. Jocelyn DeGilder had a quiet first set, just a couple of kills that came at the end, but she's rolled that momentum into the second set. Has been the leading scorer in set 2. Brill comes up to get this one for HCV. Olsen. Tip play at the net from Tompkins. Now pushed from the back by Merck. Or sorry, that was Culp. Brill with a good swing, but the libero, LeClaire, keeps it up, and that one a touch. Going to be Grafton point, 23-18. HCV is struggling on the last few possessions. It's now set point. And a 3-0 run after the timeout. 24-18. The serve from Black Cloud. Olsen able to force this one through. Push to the back line. Can HCV get it over? Yes. Anderson keeps them alive for now. Height, quick set. Left-handed swing from Tompkins. The answer, though, from HCV. Jenin back in, as well as Ahrens. It will put Tice and Culp back on the bench. Height outside to DeGilder, sliding dig from Anderson, blocked away at the net by Julia Height. She'll now set for the win. Alexis Tompkins puts an end to set number 2. Grafton is up 2-0 now on the Tim Kazed seed sales scoreboard, as we will now break for our set recap, brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Ryan Opdahl Agency. You're watching Region 2 regular season volleyball finale on yourliveevent.com.
People often ask me, why are Hillsboro's Central Valley athletes so successful? Have you seen our fitness center? The weightlifting doesn't stop with our athletics. At Hillsboro Public School, we strive to do difficult things all the time. We help struggling readers read. Our MTSS process makes sure all students are improving. Hillsboro students are challenged to do difficult tasks each day. Please come and check out our school. And if you need a place to exercise, check out our fitness center.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
We'll go back here to the Farmers Union Insurance Set 2 recap. 25-21 at Grafton gets the win. Now 2-0. Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. You can visit him for home, auto, business, life, and farm insurance. Visit the agency in downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. Spoilers took a little bit of time to get going offensively tonight, but they were able to still comfortably handle set number 1. HCV had their own struggles offensively. Both teams just some unforced errors in that first set, then a much closer second set that would be a better representation of who these teams are. HCV and Grafton were tied at 16, but then a 3-0 run put the Spoilers up, and they did not let that lead drop after that. Brill, big swing, but finds the net. First point went to HCV in set 1, but it's gone to Grafton in sets 2 and 3. Aarons will send this one a little bit long as Jenin was backing up on the set. Oh, DeGelder with a big-time swing. Just a perfect set, and DeGelder doesn't need a whole lot of help. She knows what to do with a well-placed set. Olsen to the back row. This one almost up in the basketball hoop, but it's chased down by LeClaire. That one will be out. Serve coming from Malia Brill. Jenin able to chase this one down for Anderson. A good swing, but right there in the back was Annika Sandgreit. And Sandgreit again with a nice defensive play, setting up in the middle for Ellie Schumacher. Haven't seen much of Annika Sandgreit off the bench tonight, but she got in there. Immediate impact, couple of digs, and now into the net goes Peyton Olsen. Another Grafton point. And those digs helped set up Schumacher for a beautiful swing. Timeout called early in set 3, Grafton up 5-1.
Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, Visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
We'll go back here on YourLiveEvent.com on top of the Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance broadcast booth. Set number 3 going on right now, and the Spoilers have jumped out on top 5-1, a commanding start for Nicole Warren's Spoilers, looking to take over the 2 seed if they can via tiebreaker. We'll see what that holds if Carrington is able to beat Mayport CG, but if Mayport CG wins or HCV comes back tonight, then it's all for naught, and the Spoilers would be locked into the 3 seed. Nice dig from Brill in the back, and able to punch that one through. Abigail Anderson had a great game against Hatton Northwood not too long ago, but has been a little bit quieter here tonight. Picks up that kill. This one lobbed just out of play. We'll see Layla Miller check in, and she'll be doing the serving for the Spoilers. Brill with the first touch. Jenin has to retreat for it. Nice adjustment, though, from Ahrens, but it's returned. Here comes another good opportunity. Paige Cotton, but a sliding stop from Julia Height, the setter, and that one will get the antenna. HCV grabs that point. Quick transition game to the middle. May Thompson, make no mistake. May Thompson puts a punishment on that ball. 7-3 Spoilers. This one, another hitting error, a little bit short. And another timeout being spent by Katie Stabler, and trying to put some energy in this Burroughs team, trying to get them going right now. Down 5 and 2 sets to the Spoilers on the home floor in the regular season finale.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Beef, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, the half or the whole beef from Mueller Beef, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro.
Timeout brought to you by Brad Richter, Nodak Insurance, your agent with answers in Trail County, and Nick Preston, the sales associate in Mayville. Later tonight, whenever this match wraps up, we'll have our Enbridge Energy player of the game and our Agassi Precision Ag play of the game. A great attempt from Brill to dig that one out in the back, but it goes just out of play. We'll also have our Hallstatt Telephone Company connection of the game, that and more when we get to our post game. This one punched over by Tompkins again. And Tompkins will get that one down. Here comes a set outside. Dug out though by Jumstad, but then an errant pass off the hands of Culp. Short serve from Ellie Schumacher, as the Spoilers have really tightened up the hitting errors in this third set. They're most dominant to this point. Jumstad first touch. Set outside Brill to the back corner. Coach Stabler applauding that effort. Seeing some nice response from the players there. Anderson, short serve. That one in a dangerous spot for HCV after Grafton saved it. But Tice chased it down. Anderson returned, and they'll get the point. HCV will get one closer. Another good serve, forces an overpass. Jumstad will lob for Brill off the hands of the front row and down. Malia Brill able to get into the action. Anderson will serve, the junior. Will wind up and fire. Short right serve, it's just out. Burrows have been targeting that area, the short right serve. That time just off the line, and they'll give a point over to the Spoilers. And Bjornaby will serve into the net. Deflected at the net by Olsen, perhaps, as from the back row. Good swing from Anderson, but dug out by Grafton. Hong with a nice save. Anderson with a drive, but it's dug out by Miller. It's a great battle. But into the net it goes, and Grafton will get another point. Here is Black Cloud back in. Brill with a nice drive, but it's dug out beautifully by LeClaire. She's had a nice game, Emma LeClaire. Tip from Brill, beautifully done. Nice changeup. Just a smart play. Here's Jenin. Tipped at the net, and that'll get down. DeGelder was over in that area, and the Spoilers pushed the lead to 5. Both the timeouts being used by HCV early in the set. I'll have to figure it out on the fly. What an effort from Grafton to keep that one up and then put it down, a smash. Ellie Schumacher with a detonation. Olsen with a violent left-handed push. Jumstad sets this one for Jenin. For Aarons, and never got over. That's 4. Gets over the arms of the back of the front row for HCV. Had to adjust to a deflection. Gets sent long. Largest lead of the set for Grafton. That one sent back by a Height, and for being a setter, she's got some great defensive skills as well. Julia Height, the junior for the Spoilers, with the rejection. Short serve, and they're going to whistle that one down. That is an ace for Emma LeClaire. Batted through by DeGelder. The block just unable to keep up for the Burros tonight. Jocelyn DeGelder, one of the top performers for this squad, a senior, a leader. Height sets this one up at the net and batted out. Maybe a little bit too close to the net for the comfort of Ellie Schumacher in the middle. Still a double-digit lead for Grafton on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazed seed sale scoreboard. Rolling out, blocked out of play by the Burros. Service error will give it side out for the Burros. They'll sub back in Avery Merck as Olsen and Jelmstad to the bench. Free ball opportunity for Grafton. Dug out by Jennings. Hitting that one on the way down was Schumacher, was still able to adjust, get it down. And DeGelder lines this one strongly, but comes up in the net. Ten-point game. Grafton eyeing a 3-set sweep in Hillsboro as they await the result of later tonight with Carrington and Mayport CG. Diving attempt by Brill, but that one is smashed down. Grafton offense rolling now. Anderson slices that one into the net, and this will be set match point. And Anderson, it looked like it was going to be a free ball coming up for Grafton, but a great location there. Finds the back line. Height, quick set. Oh, what a stab by the Burros, including Culp, to keep that one up, but not that one. Schumacher will finish it off. Grafton able to dominate on the road here tonight. 25-13 the final in set number 3. We'll come back here on our post-game show and get you your Enbridge Energy Player of the Match, your Agassi Precision Ag Play of the Match, and your Hallstatt Telephone Company connection of the game. That and more around the break.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is completing post-frame buildings 80 by 80, 80 by 160, even 80 by 200. Need an addition or shop reskin? Cywick Lumber and Hardware has all materials. They'll complete to your customized building requests. Bifold doors, hydro doors for farm buildings, and metal sailed steel for durable construction. Whether it's new, an addition, or a repair, every building project can be done with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro. All materials, all in one place. Visit or call Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
If you have concern or questions about the mental health of yourself or a loved one, Trail District Health Unit's Credible Mind platform offers convenient and confidential resources to help inform you about mental well-being. Credible Mind offers 21 different assessments to guide you in your mental health journey, from sleep quality and burnout to anxiety and depression. To get started today and learn about your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health, visit traildistricthealthunit.crediblemind.com.
For nearly 40 years, West Main Pizza has been serving up hot, delicious pizzas and other favorites, like sub sandwiches, calzones, chicken wings, pasta dishes, paninis, and more. With 2 locations on East Main in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth, we offer dine-in, takeout, and online ordering at westmainpizza.net. Discover more than just pizza at West Main Pizza in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth, your neighborhood favorite since 1986.
Welcome back on our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interview here. We've got Aaliyah Jumstad joining us, wrapping up the regular season finale here for the Burros. So despite a 3-0 loss here tonight, you still got the Region 2 tournament coming up, so more volleyball ahead for you guys. What's the takeaway from where you got to improve tonight?
I think it's our hustle. I feel like we were just slow on the court at times, and I feel like pursuing the ball. Stabler told us many times, you just got to go for and pursue the ball, and I think being confident in ourselves.
Yeah, we saw some of those timeouts, and some of them you were able to bounce back with some points. Some of them Grafton still pulled away. So what's the main message to improve out there apart from the hustle factor?
Yeah, I mean, just playing as a team, being loud on the court, and just really trusting each other.
And it seemed like Grafton also had some crazy plays where they kept up balls that really were very close to going down, or a couple that just missed here or there for you guys. So maybe a little bit just misleading on the scoreboard as to some points that usually would get down for you against other opponents.
Yeah, they were a very gritty team, but I feel like we have to just work with that, and we got to find the open spots despite them being gritty.
And tonight we honored the seniors, and just talk about this senior class and what they've meant to this Burro squad.
Yeah, this senior class, they mean a whole lot to us. They bring a lot of energy, fight. They're the funniest group of people, and yeah, they just bring a lot of love and energy to our team.
Thank you for joining us here, and best of luck as you move on to the Region 2 tournament here coming up next week.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
I've got Elisa Jenin here with me for HCV, and we heard from Aaliyah just a moment ago. And just take me through what you thought about tonight's performance and where the improvements are to be made.
I think it definitely wasn't our best game. You know, I love this group of girls, and we can play really good as a team, but tonight just probably wasn't our best game that we've seen. Grafton's a really good game, or a really good team, but we definitely weren't playing to our full potential. And now we have 4 more days to get ready for regionals, and we're ready to go, and we'll come back better than ever, I think.
Talk about just getting to play this final game on the floor as a senior here at HCV, and what these classmates of yours have meant to you over the years on the volleyball floor.
Yeah, it's definitely super bittersweet. I have loved volleyball my entire life, so you know it's been really fun these past years. This class means everything to me. I love the girls on my team. Every single one of them means something to me, and even the younger class, you know, I'm just really excited to see who they become, but it's definitely been super fun playing with them these last few years.
What advice would you try to pass on to the girls that are still going to be left on this Burros squad, and just words of wisdom, words of advice for someone that's been through it?
That's a great question. There's so many things, but I would say most of all just to be good people and just, you know, try your best to, you know, do the most you can to be as good of a person as you can, and, you know, through whatever hardships you face, just, you know, try to handle it with grace and, you know, be as good a person as you can, basically.
Mm-hmm. And what's something that the game of volleyball has taught you over the years as you've progressed in your career?
Definitely, I've learned a lot of really good skills from it. I think most of all, just how to work as a team, and, you know, how to handle certain situations that come about, you know, not only working with other people, but just learning how to kind of handle things with grace, as I said.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're looking forward to seeing if you guys can come together for this region tournament coming up, and we wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
Coach Stabler joining me now, post-game here from HCV after a Grafton 3-0 victory. Take me through just the performance tonight, as both these players that came up here expressed probably not the best performance, a little bit of hustle that we needed to display out there. Break it down for me if you can.
Yeah, I didn't feel like we came out with the amount of fire that we should have for our last home game in senior night. The girls were excited coming into this. And I thought we had a pretty good warm-up, and had the energy going. And as soon as that first whistle blew, I felt like, okay, we sat back and we wanted Grafton to maybe give us some points and give us a set instead of going get ourselves. And we have to go get it. No team's just going to give us a game. We've got to go and earn it. And that was a huge part that we had talked about. I mean, Grafton is a very good team. Defensively, they picked up many balls. They were aggressive in that front row. They really killed us in that one spot. I thought when we were in position, it was great. When we were out of position, it was not great. That's the game of volleyball. But we just didn't come out with the amount of fire, and we didn't pursue the ball like we needed to pursue the ball. And that was a big discussion that we had in our huddle. A lot of our steps were away. We've got to go to the ball, and we've got to go get kind of thing. And we fell short because we didn't go do that tonight.
Yeah, it seemed like just from here, you just what we could pick up in the huddle, like, hey, go make that first step, be aggressive towards the ball. And the best parts of this match, it seemed like, was that second set.
Yeah.
We saw a 16-16 tie midway through there. What was going better? What was going right at those times?
Yeah, I thought we were aggressive. We did a lot of tip game in that first set, and if we tip, we're not going to win. You have to be aggressive, and we were placing them in pretty good spots. But like I said, we got to go up there, and when we had on balls, we maybe didn't go and execute on them as well as we should have. I thought our service receive was pretty good, and to start the game, especially in that second set there, we were able to run a good offense. But we've got to just maintain that aggressiveness the entire time. And once that 16-16, like you talked about, point happened, we kind of sat back a little bit instead of, like we said, to be the aggressor. They were the aggressor, and they wanted that set a little bit more.
Grafton also really scrapped out a couple of these points, like you were saying on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview. Like, Grafton's a really scrappy team on defense, and they kept some extras up that really most teams would have let down.
Yeah, absolutely. They were picking a ball, and they made us work. And I thought our defense too. We had some really good hustle plays
for sure
as well. And kudos. I thought Aaliyah Jomstead had a lot of really good touches there, especially near the end. She took 2 steps back once when there was a tip, and she's like, "I'm not doing that one again." And I'm like, "Good." And she had a great pull out near the net near the end of the game there. And yeah, like you said, though, they're a very scrappy team defensively, and yeah, they made us work for it, and we fell short.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's still more volleyball to be played.
Yes.
Region tournament coming up, so chance for redemption, of course, coming up here. So thanks for joining us, and best of luck coming up. Prepare for next week.
Thank you.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered 2-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner 3. Good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Welcome back here on yourliveevent.com for our post-game show as we wrap up here from Hillsboro HCV. falls in 3 sets to Grafton tonight, and the Spoilers just did an excellent job scrapping these points out. Got to give Grafton all the credit for that, and they're fighting for that number 2 seed with Mayport CG, that Carrington match going on tonight. So the results of that one will determine if we go to a tiebreaker for that 2nd seed or not. So there's potential that HCV could end up playing Grafton in that first round if Grafton has the tiebreaker, or else it will be the Mayport CG Patriots. It is now time for our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game tonight, as Jocelyn DeGilder leads the way in kills, got to the double-digit range. Jocelyn DeGilder had just a couple in the first set, but rolled that momentum into the 2nd set, ended up with 6 or 7-ish in the first couple of sets, and then polished it off, led the way in the 3rd as well, in a dominant Grafton victory here tonight. So your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game is Jocelyn DeGilder. The Agassi Precision Ag play of the match here tonight, Aaliyah Jelmstad, as Coach Stabler was saying, some decent digs in the back row there, and was able to recover from some of the plays where it took a couple of steps back, but then she was able to recover, get back into the play. Nicely done by Jelmstad tonight from that libero spot for HCV. Your local precision planting dealer is Agassi Precision Ag in Hillsboro, and Aaliyah Jelmstad with the precision play of the match here tonight. And then lastly, our Hallstatt Telephone Company post-game connection. That will be Julia Height, the setter for Grafton. She was connecting this game all over the place, with the sets being in perfect spots for the Spoilers hitters, and also some defensive plays where she was at the net, got blocks, and got points for her team that way. Julia Height is the Hallstatt Telephone Company connection of the game, with the sets, the blocks doing on offense and defense. That'll wrap it up here from HCV, as the Burros fall to 8 and 19, on the season, and they fall to 1 and 10 in the region play. And then moving up to 18 and 13 overall, Grafton gets it done on the road here in 3. 5 and 3 now becomes 6 and 3 in Region 2, so they'll await the finalization of the standings here tonight, with the game for Mayport and Carrington still to be determined. So thanks for joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com, and thank you to all of the sponsors here on Your Live Event, as they're the reason that we can do what we do for you guys, providing you free to watch live high school sports. So if you'd like, give it a thumbs up and a subscribe. Over 20,000 subscribers now for YourLiveEvent.com. We really appreciate each and every one of you and our sponsors as well, so give them your business whenever you can. Josh Boyko signing off on a Monday night from Hillsboro Central Valley here in Hillsboro High School. It's the Grafton Spoilers winning in 3.